What's up guys, welcome back to my channel, Krissy's Lifestyle. If you are new here, hello to you. Thank you so much for stopping by and clicking on this video. My name is Krissandra and I hope you find my channel interesting enough to stay and subscribe down below. And if you're old, what's up gang, how are you guys? I hope you guys are doing well. I hope this video greets you well in quarantine, because we are still in quarantine. Hope you guys are doing awesome and enjoying your time off from work, from school, whatever it is, you know. Yes. So in today's video, you guys already see the title and the thumbnail. Yes, I will be doing a story time on how I stalked my boyfriend, who's now my fiance. Guys, yes, I will be doing the story time. I asked you guys on Instagram if you guys wanted to see story time or how I edit my Instagram pictures, and majority voted for story time, so we're gonna do story time. I will get the how I edit my Instagram pictures out to you as well, because I did film that as well. So let me put my phone on vibrate because I just embarrassed myself on Instagram just now. Anyways, so yes, in today's video I will be sharing with you how I stalked my fiance, and it's so funny. Like, I'm so excited to talk about this story because, like, just looking back and thinking back about everything, it is hilarious. Anyways, so yeah, let's get right into it. So my fiance and I, we have been together for 7 years now, and when I met him at my church. So I've been going to my church pretty much all my life since I was a little kid. Like, my mom would always like take me to church with her and stuff like that. Like, I would always go to church with her and stuff, so I've been going there pretty much all my life. He started to go there, I think he moved down to town a couple years now. So because he is originally so in the Caribbean we have 10 different regions. So he is from region 1 and I'm from region 4. So he came from region 1 and started to live in region 4, and that's how come he ended up at my church and stuff like that. So Sunday I would always go to church. His cousin, I had known his cousin because we would all be in the music band and stuff together, and his cousin wanted to learn how to play like pan and stuff like that. So like his cousin, I would always see his cousin in church, and I would talk to his cousin, but I didn't know him. Like, I've never seen him at that point. I've never seen him. So like I would always talk to his cousin. We would just chill and chat and stuff. I didn't know that was his cousin either. Like, he was a guy. I didn't know it was his cousin. And we would always chill and chat and blah 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 and stuff like that. So like this one Sunday I went to church, and I always be going to church looking cute with my nice little dresses and stuff like that. You know, I love dresses, so I always wore dresses to church. And this one Sunday I went to church and I was walking into church, and then I look up, and then I was like, every time I go into church, his cousin would always sit like upstairs and stuff. So when I go in, and if I do look up, I would see his cousin and just wave off to him and, you know, tell him hi and stuff. But then when I look up this one Sunday, magical Sunday, I saw this beautiful, handsome, you know, young man. I was like, okay, next to his cousin, right? So next to, yeah, he was sitting next to the cousin. So I look on, I was like, who is he? And, you know, just question, you know, when you see a guy and stuff like that, you just be like, who's he? Where he from? We date, yeah, wifey get cheering, he ready for marry me, you know, like, you know, all these things be going through your head. So like I saw him and I was like, wow, what a thing of beauty looking up there, you know. Anyways, so forgot about that. I went into church, you know, praising my God and everything, you know. So after that, now for some reason, like, before I've never seen him, but this one Sunday it was just like bam, I saw him. And after that Sunday, it's like I kept seeing him over and over and over. Like every Sunday I kept seeing him. I figured that was probably when he moved down to like town or whatever, I don't know. But like I started to like see him and blah blah blah. Okay, that done, went through the week. Next Sunday come, bam, gone to church. I was like, I wasn't missing church next Sunday for nothing, you know, like I wasn't planning on missing church for anything the next Sunday. So guys, I know what you're thinking. I going to church for see man, but no, I was indeed going to praise the Lord. But him was just a bonus, you know, for praising the Lord. Anyways, so went to church next Sunday, saw him again, and I was like, oh. And so like the first Sunday when I looked up and he looked down, like it wasn't like nothing or whatever. Like I just said hi to Josh and I didn't really acknowledge him and stuff like that. The next Sunday I say hi to Josh again because his cousin's name is Josh. Hey Josh, shout out to you if you're watching this. So I said hi to Josh again and stuff like that. At this time I think he had looked down at me and stuff like that. Anyways, so couple Sundays passed. I was, you know, like I was still looking up every Sunday, looking up and thing and stuff. So I was like curious. I was like, who's this guy? So this other guy that used to come to our church, I was trying to like probe him to ask him who's this one guy, like who is my fiance, you know, like because I didn't know him and stuff like that. And I was trying to like get it out to he, but I don't think he was quite getting to what I was trying to get out to he. So I was like, there's a dead end. Anyways, so Sundays passed, and then I was like, after me noticing him, like I mentioned in my question video, he started to notice me, and then he started to smile back at me. And the one Sunday he smiled back at me, who child, oh my goodness, I was the happiest person in the world when he started to smile back at me. So anyways, I was trying to like, before all that, like I was trying to figure out like who he was. So I would always see him and like I just didn't know who he was. Like I was just trying to see if people know him and stuff like that, but nobody like who I associated with in church knew him. So this one Sunday we had what do you call it, and I didn't even know his name, and I was so afraid to like ask his cousin. Like I didn't know like it was his cousin at the time, but I just saw them together. I just assumed they were friends, but not knowing they were actually family. So this one Sunday we had what do you call it, like we had a get together, not a get together, we had like Sunday march at church or something. And I was just like, guys, when I tell you, before that, pause on that, when I would go to town every day, like I would like look around to see if I see in town and stuff, because you know, like our country is it's big but it's small. Everybody know everybody in town, like, you know, everybody know everybody from different high schools, whatever. So I was like, I would look and see. So I thought to myself, I was like, he must don't work in town, because I never see you in town. That's why I think to myself, you know, a whole country full of people, and I expect to see the guy in town. So I was like, he must don't work in town, man. He must work somewhere up the East Bank or up the East Coast. I figured East Bank first because like like that's like I always see him like travel that way, you know. Anyways, back to the whole church march that we had the Sunday, and at this point I didn't know his name. So like I was just like look at him and pee, you know, when coming out to church on Sundays, look and thing and stuff. So bam, Sunday, this one girl that I saw him hanging out with, this girl at church, and I knew the girl. She was his cousin too, and I was like, oh, that must be the girl, man, you know. I did thinking that it was her boyfriend, and I was like, oh gosh, this is so wrong of me to like crush on this girl boyfriend, because it's not cool. Like even though I don't know her, like I felt so guilty for crushing on him, because I thought that, you know, it was she man, girl. Anyways, so I saw her, and then at one point I was like, man, maybe I should stop and don't crush, because I saw her with him several times and I thought that that was her boo. Shout out to you, Keisha, if you're watching this. That's your cousin Keisha. So this one Sunday, after I was walking in the church, right, I was walking in, I had to go get something, mom, but we had like a church march, so we were preparing to leave the church for the church march and stuff. And then I heard her say Devon. And then he looked around and he said, yeah. And I was like, damn. Oh, because like all the time. Sorry guys, I'm just so hyped, because like all the time when I was trying to figure out who this guy was, I was just even trying to get a name. All I want was a name. Bam. That was the happiest Sunday of my life. So so I was like, okay, he named Devon. Bam. I didn't even play it. Church march didn't even start. And your friend got up on Facebook. Yeah, girl got up on Facebook. Scrolling, okay, Devon, type in Devon. Shoots. Then I hit a dead end because I didn't know his last name. So I put Devon, and then I come across this one profile which resembled he, right? The profile picture, and I was like, the angle that he was in, his face looked like the face, his face looked like a little more like round and stuff like that, right? And so I was like, okay, this might be him. So I saved the profile or whatever on Facebook and stuff like that, and I was like, okay, after church, when the church march finished, I'm gonna like investigate and stuff like that. So you got to the church march. He was on one of the trucks, I think, and I was on another truck playing pan. And I just keep looking at he and thinking I saw, and you know, smiling away and thinking I saw. Every time he look, I would look away, you know, the whole blushing of story and stuff. Anyway, as soon as church march done, boom, catch a bus, gone home. So when I reached home, I didn't even play it. I went back on Facebook looking for he, you know, to like see like if I find he and stuff like that. So the same account that I came across, I scrolled through the pictures and stuff, and I found one picture that actually looked like him, right? And I saved the picture to my phone. Guys, yes, I did. I saved the picture to, oh my gosh, he gonna live long. Talking about it, he calling me. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So I saved the picture to my phone. I didn't know like it was him, right? So I didn't know that it was him. So I saved the picture because it looked exactly like him, right? And stuff like that. So I saved the picture to my phone, and then so this one Sunday when I was walking, the next Sunday when I went to church, I was walking in the church, and I was like, I had the picture on my phone, and I was like, okay, we compare. So I walking in the church, looking at the picture, looking at he, looking at the picture, looking at he, and I was like, yeah man, this look like he. Because all the other Devons, it didn't look like he. The other Devons that I found on Facebook, they didn't look like he, but this one was Devon Bowman, and it looked like him on Facebook. So I was like, okay, get to you and thing so. Then the ones when I walked into church, like he was smiling. So after the Sunday, for some reason, like he started noticing me and stuff like that, and he started to smile back at me, and I would smile at him. He would smile at me. I would smile at him every Sunday. That's our routine. Walking into church, I look up, he smile, I smile back, I walk into the church. So I guess he started to get curious about me. He thought I went with one of the guys from in our church, which me and the guy, we were like really close. So like, but we weren't together. Like, he's an amazing person, like amazing friend and everything, but we weren't together and stuff. But he thought I was with that guy and stuff like that. So anyways, after that, crushing, you get crushing hard, you know. So I went home and I told my mother about him. I was like, you know, like this boy from church, I'm gonna tell me whole family, you know. Told my whole family I like this boy from church. He cute, he this, he can be me husband. And it, guys, yeah, not even knowing the Daisy name, you know, I go around telling people I think he named Devon. And he can be me husband. And I got home and tell me mother, and mommy was like, what if the boy got a girlfriend? I was like, the blood of Jesus, no. He doesn't have a girlfriend. Like, no, we're not proclaiming girlfriends in his life. But anyways, like I started to think maybe the girl from church was his girlfriend indeed, because I would always see them together. But let me tell y'all, I got my confirmation that it wasn't his girlfriend and it was his cousin. Anyways, so after that, every Sunday I would go home and tell mommy, he smiled at me today, and no, he smiled at me, and she was just like, she would just laugh. And then we would call him Crush because we didn't know his name. So I was like, I saw Crush today, you know, he was smiling at me, he was smiling up and thing. Guys, I was the happiest chick in the world when he would smile at me on Sundays. So Easter Sunday, like this was in 2013, I think 2013 or 2012, when I was like crushing on him real hard. Like for the whole year, I think for the whole year 2013, I was crushing on him all the time. So, and at this point I was 17 when I was crushing on him, and I got together with him when I was 18. So crushing, you girl, do your thing, crushing hard. every Sunday walking into church smiling with man, blah blah blah, and thing stuff. So at this point I was becoming frustrated because like he wasn't coming and talk to me, and I was like, what he waiting for? Like he gay or something, you know, like why he smiling with me, he coming and talking to me. So Easter Sunday come now, bam, I dress up nice for the Lord, of course, plus him. Anyways, dress up nice in me nice outfit, walking into church looking cute, boom, I don't see him at the window waiting to smile at me. So anyways, I was like, something's wrong. Like, where's the love of my life? Where's my husband? Why isn't he up there smiling at me when I'm walking into the church? Like, that's my, you know, my greeting, like that's our thing. He wasn't there. So I was like, okay, let me go upstairs, because he sit upstairs and I usually sit downstairs in the annex. So I was like, I tell my cousins, because my cousins them know what's going on. They know I do like you and stuff and things. So I tell my cousins, yeah, let me sit down upstairs today now. Well, I'm going to see man. So they were like, oh yeah, let me go upstairs. Alright, we can go upstairs and sit down. Bam, walk up, go upstairs. Bam, there's a girl sitting next to he. I look over, he and this girl smiling up, and it wasn't a girl who I saw him with all the time. That is actually his cousin. It was a new girl. So he and this girl smiling up and blah blah blah. So I said in my head, this is why he couldn't smile at me when I walking into the church, because he up here in the church smiling with another girl and blah blah blah. So guys, I was delusional. Guys, so I was like, in that moment when I saw him like with this girl, I went and sit down, right? When I came up, he noticed me when I come up, and when I look at he and then I look away, he looked at me and he smiled, and I just gave you like a little grin, because in my head I was mad at him. I mean, we weren't together. Like, we weren't together. I didn't notice why. Like, all I knew was his name at this point. Like, I didn't know nothing else about him and stuff like that. We didn't even like talk and stuff. So I was like, bam, he da hasted with some girl. This is why he couldn't greet me when I was walking in the church. So I was like, I saw him and he and the girl smiling up and both. I don't know if it was his way of trying to make me jealous, but it worked. guys, when I tell you, I was heartbroken when I saw him with this girl and smiling up and all this, and I was like, she need to stop, because first of all, that is my husband. Why is she doing that with him? So I was like, something wrong here. So I was like, guys, I was hurt. And I told my cousins, man, don't let me sit up here no more, man. Let me go downstairs in the annex so we normally sit down, because I literally couldn't sit through a whole 3 or 4 hour church service looking at he smiling up with she and talking and all these things. So I told my cousins, let me go back downstairs and we can sit down downstairs. Guys, I was walking down the step and I was hurt. When I tell you I was hurt, I was hurt. Bro, I feel like my husband cheated on me, you know. Like, in that moment I feel like he cheated on me, because like we had something going, we were smiling at you, at this point we were in our smiling relationship. So like, and he used to bring another girl at church at Easter Sunday to be sides. Like, I think it was Easter Sunday or Good Friday. No, I think it was Easter Sunday, but it was wrong then. And I was like, this is not cool. Guys, I went home and I cried. I did. I cried. I was so heartbroken. Talking about it now make me want to cry right now. But in that moment, I felt so hurt, and I went home and I cried. And I was like, how could he do this to me? Like, he needs to know that I'm his wife, and he cannot be doing this to me, like bringing other girls to the church. Because this is not a thing too. Like, after church, he walk out and he put she in a bus and all these things, you know, being all, you know. So I was guys, I was so hurt. The next Sunday, I don't think I went to church the next Sunday. Yeah, I think I just skipped church the next Sunday, but then I went back the other Sunday, and then there was no girl or whatever and stuff like that. Because after I saw him with the girl, I kind of wanted to give up hope, And then when I went to church the next Sunday, he didn't bring nobody, and he had on a nice blue shirt. He was looking he was looking fine. When I tell you, he was looking fine. He had on his shades. So I went to school. I was in sixth form at this time, so I went to school and I was telling me friends about this boy at church, how he gonna be me husband, and I like he, and they used to call him churchy, because we didn't, at that point, like, we wasn't sure of him, and like I wasn't sure of his name at the time. Before I got, this was before I found out he named and stuff. Then I went to tell them he named Devon and stuff like that, but I was still waiting to confirm it for myself. And then my friends would call him churchy, and then we would just be talking about he and thing. So guys, I was so excited. Saved the buy pictures from Facebook in me phone, not knowing if there's a real Facebook account, you know, just like I showing me friends on the picture, you know, because the picture looked just like he, guys. So I was so excited showing me friends on the picture in sixth form and thing. So after that, now I was like, I made my friends, and we was like you know, thinking about plans and ways for me to talk to he, because at this point I was frustrated because I tired smiling at he. I wanted to move forward in the relationship, talking, shaking hands, something, you know, other than smiling, you know. So I was like, okay, so the one Sunday I was like, okay, I was telling my friend, here what we can do, like, here what I can do. I concoct a whole plan in my mind over the weekend, you know, and I went to my friends and I tell them, I know if they remember this, but I think I did tell them. So after church, I would have had my Bible and a couple other things in my hand, and then I would have looked for seaweed there and walk and play like a distracted and bump into you and drop everything. guys, I was planning so many things in my brains to like how to get to talk to this boy, because like I felt like he was shy and I was shy too. Like I wasn't gonna be the one to be like, hey, you know, and stuff like that. So that was gonna be my plan. Put a whole bunch of stuff in my hand, my Bible, my bag, and all these things, and walk up to you and bump into you by accident. That's what I was planning. So planning and things. And so the Sunday that I was planning to do it, he didn't come to church. And I was like, really? Really? Guys, I was just so hurt and heartbroken by this whole situation. I think the year end come, it was Christmas. Guys, Christmas, New Year's, Old Year's night, he was looking like a snack. He was looking, so he had on all over black, and he was walking and thing. So Christmas come. After Christmas for the new year, my plan didn't work. The plan for like bumping tea and them thing, it didn't work. So I squished it. I was thinking about another plan to try and get to talk to you, because like when he would come to church, he would stand up like in a weird corner that I can't bump into he. So that's why my plan was a no-go. Anyways, after the plan was a no-go now, this one Sunday when I come to church, I was walking with my cousins, and he was waiting to catch a bus to go home or whatever, wherever he was going, and he was with the guy, the cousin that I would talk to, and I was like, hi Josh, and then my fiance, he was like, hi Josh, and he like mimicked me when I said hi Josh, right? And then I look at him and give me the eye, and then he was like, please say your number now. Guys, when he said that, he made my hand fall, because I know he was my husband. Like, I know he's my husband, and like for my husband to be asking for my number like that, I was disappointed. And then I was like, I mean, in my head I was thinking, that is not no way to ask nobody for the number, you know, like why would you ask somebody for the number like that? And I was like, this ratchet behavior, like what kind of ratchet behavior me future husband getting out with? And so I was like, I look at he and I just smile, and I end up like going my way and stuff like that. I don't think if I had told him yes or no, I didn't give him my number then though, but I don't think if I had told him no or something, I think I probably told him, and then like I just ended up walking away and stuff like that. So a couple more Sundays passed. We would still like smiling at each other, seeing each other, you know, like seeing him after church, and we called it, oh my gosh, I forgot to tell y'all. So Christmas Day before New Year's, anyways, Christmas Day I was playing steel pan, and then he come to church as well, and I saw him in the crowd, and I was like, oh my gosh, how he come to church? I was so excited, and I was playing steel pan, and I was like, I look at him and then he smiled at me and I play a wrong note. Good thing my friend that was playing pan with me, he's so good, and so he kind of like cover up, and he like didn't even recognize, like you couldn't tell that I like made a really bad mistake, but because of him, like I made a mistake. Anyways, I forgot to like tell you guys that. Anyways, so Sundays pass, I still concocting a plan in my head to like talk to he and stuff like that, because like, you know, I just kept like stalking him on Facebook and like looking and see if he got a girlfriend, and looking at the family and everybody on Facebook and stuff, not knowing if that was his Facebook account, but I just assumed that that was him because it was a real tight resemblance between the person that I found on Facebook and him, and you know, they both was named Devon and stuff. So I'm busy stalking, trying to plan, you know. Taking up a whole bunch of stuff, coming home, telling my parents and stuff like that. And I think when he so after he had asked for my number, more Sundays passed, because I was crushing on him for a good like 8 months, almost a year. I was crushing on him. So all of this was going on within the year. Let's say a year, like within the year I was crushing on him. All this was going on. Him bringing girl to the church, me trying to bump into him to talk to him, finding out his name, all these things, and smiling, and all these things, all these stuff was happening, you know, while in the 1 year that I was crushing on him and stuff like that. Anyways, so time passed, and I was getting so frustrated because I was just so mad that he wasn't coming and talking to me. All he did was smiling, you know, smiling at me and all these things, and I'm like, I'm over this whole smiling thing. Anyways, this one Sunday I was in church, and when he told me his story, I told him mine, and I was like, oh my gosh, look how God does work. So I was in church, and this was the Sunday that he talked to me. So I was in church, anyways, no, before that, it was Thursday, and it was a YM. We went to youth ministries and stuff, and I saw him. He came to youth ministries, and I was like, I didn't know he's come to youth ministries. I think he started coming youth ministries to, like, you know, because I never saw him in youth ministries. And he was in youth ministries, and he was kind of like, I could tell he wanted to talk to me, but like my cousins were around, so I guess he didn't want to like come and talk to me and stuff, and he stayed and wait until I jump in a bus and I see he walk over the road to catch a bus and stuff. Anyways, the same Thursday, and then the Sunday was when I was in church, and you know, the pastor's singing and I praising my God and blah blah blah, you know, dancing and enjoying myself, and then they start to sing It's Turning Around for Me. I don't know if you guys know a song. It's a gospel song. It's Turning Around for Me. And in my mind I was like, bless the Lord, it's turning around. This guy can come and talk to me today and everything's gonna be okay, you know. And I prayed in my head for this guy come and talk to me, pray to God. And like the same Sunday, he came after church. When I walk out, he came up to church first, and then I walk out after, and then he was like, can I have a minute? You guys, every time I talk about this, I just got to laugh. It's so hilarious. And he was like, can I have a minute? And I was like, yeah, sure, you know. And I walk up, you know, with my cute self, you know, like I tell y'all in my question video, like I knew he was my future husband, so like I just couldn't give him a hard time, you know, but I was trying to play hard to get. Anyways, so I went up and I was like, and then he was like, bless Sunday to you. And I was like, bless Sunday to you too, and stuff like that. I think he told me I'm Devon, and I was like, I'm Chrisandra. And then he was like, what he say, I haven't seen you in YM for a long time. Guys, lie. Oh my gosh, as soon as he come out to church, he lying. So, because how I know he lying is because I go to YM like every Thursday. A lot of Thursdays I'm always in YM, and I never see him, and he's saying he ain't seen me in a long time when I was the one who ain't see he in a long time. Anyway, so he was like, I ain't seen him in a long. So I just play along with it. I was like, yeah, you know, I've been busy. Stuff like that, you know. And then he was like, can I please have your number or something like that? And I was like, I don't just give out my number like that. Guys, I was legit playing hard to get, but you know, like I knew he was my husband, so like I really was holding out, you know. I was like, I don't give him a number like that, but I could give you my Facebook and you can add me on Facebook. Anyways, I did give him my Facebook, and then he added me that same day. And then we started to text, and we started to like chat on Facebook, and turns out it was the same Facebook that I had found. Guys, so after because I had one picture of him stored in my phone, and that was a picture I was going around the place showing people and saying, this is my husband. Guys, I was a stalker psycho girl. Oh my goodness, like why would I be going around the place telling people that this guy is my husband? Like, oh my goodness. Anyways, not even knowing that this is a boy. So after he confirmed, like he sent me the request on Facebook and I realized it's his account, I went and saved all the other pictures in my phone, because like this was getting real, you know, like I had to have pictures of my husband in my phone. So so guys, so we started to talk and stuff on Facebook, and then I ended up giving him my cell phone number that same night. And then we talked like from on that Sunday. We talked because church over like 12:31, so we went home. We started to talk like from 1 p.m. We talked from 1 p.m. till like 12 in the morning on the same day, and it was amazing. Like we were just gaffing and chit-chatting like we knew each other like for a long time, and it was just so amazing. Like guys, I was happy. I went home and I told my mother, oh my gosh, crush finally asked for my number and he asked for my Facebook, and because I used to call you crush, and I was just so excited. And I went home and I told my mother, I told my cousins and everybody. I was like, I'm about to have a boo soon. Guys, I was like, guys, I was such a stalker. Like I can't tell y'all how I used to stalk this boy. Every time he come out to church, I would always look at he and stalk you and see like which direction he going in and stuff like that. And I was like, guys, it was just so crazy. But yeah, like after he got my number, that was pretty much the start of our relationship and stuff like that. And yeah, like that's everything else is just wheel. But yeah guys, like that is like pretty much like how I like stalked my fiance. Guys, I was such a bad person. I was literally going around the place talking about this boy like we were together, and like if things didn't work out, God forbid, like I would have been looking a fool. Like I would have been really looking a fool, guys. Like telling everybody, telling all my friends, my family. Like he was already a part of my family and he didn't even know it. Like he didn't even know it. Like I was already marrying him in my head and he didn't even know it. You guys, it was just so crazy. But like I'm so happy. Like looking back on this, it's so funny, and I was like so happy that I could share like my experience with you guys, and like even to tell you guys, like if there's somebody that you like somebody that you're crushing on and stuff, I am a different person. Like I wouldn't like put myself out there to go and talk to the person, but there's always my plan to bump into them. You could try that. If they work, you know, plan something in your head, or just be brave and talk to the person, or pray to God. You know, I would like pray to God and stuff like that, and you know, like ask God if he's for me, you know, let him talk to me and stuff like that. You know, I was legit praying to God for this man. So when everything kind of worked out, it was like, it was God. Like I cannot tell y'all, it was God. And then when he told me that same Sunday that he spoke to me, when I told y'all about the song about like it's turning around for me and stuff, like that same Sunday he told me that after he heard the song, he was like, when he heard that it's turning around for me and stuff, he was like, he told me that he said he got to talk to this girl today, bye. And then that's when he came and like he talked to me and stuff. And I kid you guys, like the person he was back then, he is the same person. He has grown like mature wise and stuff like that, but like kind, loving, caring, patient, everything, still the same person. So like yeah guys, so that is pretty much my story time. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up, and you can comment down below which part was funny, which part like was your favorite part, whatever. Like comment down below, let me know what you guys think. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Like I said, if you like somebody, go for it. Tell them, you know, if they have somebody in their lives, then, you know, if they're for you, pray to God it will happen. If not, then move on, find another crush. But yeah, don't be like me and crush somebody for a year, please. Anyways guys, so we have come to the end of my video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, subscribe, share to your friends, and I will definitely see you guys in my next video. And always remember to be kind. Bye guys.